Well, hello everybody. Here we are today in Banff National Park, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day. It's going to be an absolute scorcher. Temperatures are expected to hit 30 degrees Celsius. It's very busy here today, as you can expect it. We're here at Johnson Lake at the moment. I've got a 15-mile run plan, so I'm going to be heading off up Sulphur Mountain and Tunnel Mountain, and I'm going to hit up on the Hoodoo Trail too. So stay tuned, and I hope that you will join me on this fantastic run here in the Rocky Mountains of Banff National Park. So Banff really is beautiful, but on a day like this it gets very, very busy. Not surprising really, given those beautiful views. Okay, so I'm here at the Sulphur Mountain trailhead. I've probably left it a little bit late to be going up here. It's getting really, really warm already. And it's also probably going to be very, very busy too. Now, those of you that watched my winter video when I hiked up Sulphur Mountain will know that it's a 10-kilometre round trip. The climb is quite steep, but it's really scenic when you get those openings in the trees. You may also recall that there is a gondola that can take you to the summit, and a lot of people do prefer to do that rather than hike up. Whew. So this stretch, the last 20 minutes or so, has been incredibly busy, and I think what it is a lot of people go up on the gondola and then they walk down, and then it's also the steepest part of the hike, so I think people just tend to have a sit down and a bit of a rest. And here's the summit. Ooh. And these are the views that greet you once you reach the top. Around about 7,500 feet. And I'm going to be heading over to that peak there, to the weather station. There's a lot of people up here today, very, very busy, but we'll just battle our way through the crowds. Wow, I'm surprised it's actually so quiet on this stretch. I guess everybody's up at the top here. It's actually not too bad. Yeah, so I'm approximately, I don't know, 6k into my run. I've still got about another 19k to go, but the biggest climb is done, and I'm heading to the summit of Sulphur. Oh yeah, the crowds are ahead.
The height, does it say that?
So that's another summit of Sulphur Mountain. Time to head down and head over to Tunnel Mountain. see some of this trail is actually technical. You have to watch you don't go flying on these tree roots or on these sharp rocks. I'm having a really nice run actually today, but it's just a shame that it's so busy. But then when you consider the views off the top and how gorgeous this weather is today, it's not surprising really. Of course, if you're running 3 or 4 miles uphill, then you have to do 3 or 4 miles back downhill. And I have to say that my quads are feeling this today. But you know, it's all good practice for when I do the Canadian Death Race in around about 4 or 5 weeks. Well, I'm now back at the base of Sulphur Mountain, and it's taken me about 1 hour 55 minutes to get to the top and back down again, which isn't bad at all considering the conditions today in terms of the heat and the amount of people on the trail. I'm going to head down to Bow Falls now. There's a little bit of road running, and then I'm going to hit the Riverside Trail and head towards Tunnel Mountain. I suppose one of the things about running on the roads in Banff National Park is this scenery is still really nice. You still get those mountain views. Now, these flowers are called Indian paintbrush, and I only know that because they're a friend's favourite flower, and they really are gorgeous when you do get into the backcountry and you see the meadows full of them. Such a bright, vibrant colour, and I love that they're by the roadside as well. So that mountain there is Mount Rundle, and the other side, the east side of Rundle, is part of the Canmore Triple Crown, and I went up there with a friend last year. Not this side's more of a scramble, but the other side, which is much more accessible. And that little cutie there that you can see behind the houses is Tunnel Mountain. That's only a baby in comparison to the other mountains around here, but that's where I'm heading once I've been to Bow Falls. There's Tunnel Mountain. This shade feels good. It's one of the reasons I chose Sulphur Mountain and Tunnel today, because they are shaded in the trees, and I don't really want to be fully exposed to that sunshine, because I will burn. Welcome to Bow Falls. I've got about 5 miles to go now, and then my run is complete. That's just crazy. You know, I would love to go on these rapids in a raft or something. Woo! I'm not a very good swimmer, but my God, just imagine how exciting that would be. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, so refreshing. Oh, you baby. Now, depending what time of day you come along this particular trail, you can sometimes see plenty of elk along here. It's calving season at the moment, so they do leave their babies hidden in the undergrowth, but mum is usually pretty close by. We're going to head downtown now. Sometimes you can see lots of deer sheltering along this Bow River Trail, but I guess at this time of day there's just far too many people around. And Banff Avenue will be the street that any visitors that have been here before, this will for sure be a very familiar sight to you. Now they have pedestrianised the town. I think they did it originally as a bit of a test for the COVID situation, and it works pretty well. So they've kept it closed for the summer. So I'm now on my way up Tunnel Mountain. This first half a mile or so, again, is quite steep. Definitely very, very warm now. I'm also feeling these hills in my legs. I'm just not used to climbing, having been on the track for the past couple of months. But I just keep thinking of Canadian Death Race and the amount of climbing I need to be doing there. Onwards and upwards. And the thing with Tunnel Mountain is it's a tough but very short climb. And again, if you've got a certain degree of fitness, then you take your time. It's a good baby mountain for newbie hikers or those that are short on time. There's Sulphur Mountain ahead, which is where I've just been. You probably can't quite see the gondola station on top. It's kind of somewhere here. And that, of course, is the town of Banff and the Bow River and the bridge that I've just passed by down below. And just in case there's any doubt about what I was saying earlier. Okay, let's do this. There we have it. I'm now at the summit of Tunnel Mountain, and this one's a little bit of a baby. It's only about 5,500 feet or something. Not particularly high, not a particularly tough hike. A little technical in places, a little steep in places, but perfectly okay for anybody that just wants a little stroll and taking your time up here on a nice summer's day. I'm just going to take a look at the other side of the mountainside now and over in the valley, and then I'm going to head back down and make my way to the Hoodoo Trail. You see Vermilion Lakes over there in the distance. And of course the Trans-Canada Highway. And of course the infamous National Park chairs. It's an alright view, I suppose. Okay, time to head down. My husband is waiting at the bottom of this mountain and I am very hungry and ready for some lunch. These rocks are so smooth that they're actually very, very slippery. Be very careful. My quads. They be sore tomorrow. So there we go, back down at the bottom of Tunnel Mountain. I'm going to grab some food and more fluids because it's very, very warm now. And then I'm going to head over for a little mile or so at the Hoodoo Trail. And they are what we call hoodoos, rock formations caused by wind, erosion, water erosion, and of course they're thousands of years old. And of course the beautiful Bow Valley and Banff National Park. What a fantastic day it's been. I've managed to get around about 16 miles in of running today. Admittedly not all on trail, but certainly lots of elevation and certainly around about 4,000 or 5,000 feet of climbing. Every day I get closer to Canadian Death Race, I'm feeling far more confident that I'll have a good run again. So we're going to head back to 2 Jack Lake now. I'm going to have a little paddle in that water, soothe these achy legs and cool down a little bit. Well, we're now back at base and we're going to be having some steak for tea with some rice, and we're going to be getting that on the cooker shortly. And then we're going to have a few beers and relax for the evening. Tonight I'm going to be sleeping beneath the stars, literally, and I'm going to be sleeping in this hammock just here. It's the first time in a hammock, so I'm not sure how I'm going to sleep, but I'm actually looking forward to just looking at the open skies above and having a good night's sleep. Righty ho, so I've got my gear ready for sleeping in the hammock tonight. I've got this thermal mat that you can see here, this orange one, and then I've got a doggy blanket to throw over me. We didn't bring our sleeping bags this weekend simply because the weather has been so hot. And then of course I've got my inflatable pillow. I have to say it's actually very, very comfortable in here, and that gentle swaying I'm sure will rock me to sleep tonight. And that's my view when I look straight up. And if that sky stays clear tonight, those stars are going to look fantastic. Hey guys, well, it's coming up to around about 1 a.m. I'm now snuggled down in my hammock for the night. Andy's keeping the dogs company, keeping them warm, and I'm just going to settle here for the night. Hopefully I'll stay warm, hopefully I'll stay comfortable, and I'm looking forward to hearing those birds singing first thing in the morning at the crack of dawn. Night night everybody, and see you tomorrow. Good morning everybody. That was a fantastic night's sleep. It's around about 5:30 right now, 5:30 a.m. I have slept so well. I was nice and warm in here. The sun started to rise now. The birds are singing, and it's just so nice just lying here looking up at the sky and just enjoying how peaceful things are right now. Yeah, I would definitely sleep like this again. And for those of you that were wondering about the setup for my blissful night's sleep last night, I used the Rusee hammock, and then I used this Ecotech Outdoors Hibernate insulated mat that was there to keep me nice and warm, and then of course I had a blanket over me as well. Well, it's going to be another scorching day here in Banff today, but unfortunately we've got to head back home. It's been a fantastic weekend of trail running yesterday up Sulphur Mountain and Tunnel Mountain, and of course staying at the Two Jack Campground last night. Now if you've been to Banff, please comment below on what your favourite places are, and when we next come back to the national park, maybe we can check them out so that we can share those with other people. For now though, thanks for watching. If you do enjoy this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing, and of course like this video and share all your ideas of what else you'd like to see on this channel. For now though, I shall catch you all again next time.